at another spot where I'm looking at my truck right now, and there's bedding about 100 yards right off the road, if that. And I gotta come around and cut around it and come back to it to get to it. But we're gonna check up in the oaks and see if there's any rubs and stuff leading to the bedding. So here we go. This bedding is overlooked. I checked it last year. There's buck beds all over the place, rubs, scrapes. It was all over in the winter, man. Just a great little bedding area. I need a south or southwest wind, southeast wind to hunt it. I got it this week. So let's go see what happens. All right, here's our scenario. We found some trail markers going into the woods here. Well, the bedding is down in here. Well, the problem is with this, and these guys have no clue. They can't. The wind is turned, and we got all kinds of northwest wind now, so that way is southeast. And any west or northwest wind, this bedding area cannot be hunted. So wherever this guy's going in here, he might be seeing some does and stuff, but I'll tell you right now, there's all kinds of buck bedding, about 150, probably 200 yards in, right off of the road. The main road is down that way, but the bedding is maybe 75, 80 yards off the road, and maybe 150 yards off of this path, inside there, right almost inside there, right in there, straight in. These gentlemen are, I have no idea why you would even need these trail markers, because if you get lost in here, you don't belong in the woods, man. It's just a little tiny block of woods, and all you got to do is stop and listen for a car to go by. And I don't get it, but whatever, man. My point is entryways. Entryways are so important. If I have a northwest-west wind, the bedding southeast of where I'm standing right here, you can't hunt this bedding area. You'd have to come in almost, it'd be almost, it's bulletproof bedding. The bedding's 50 yards, 60, I don't know, maybe 80 yards at the most off of the road, and 20, 50 yards off of this trail here, this ditch we have all over the states, these ditches, but it's in it tucked into a corner, this buck bedding, and it's pressured bedding, because it's bedding that these bucks know humans are going to come in here and do just what these gentlemen are doing. They can keep an eye up on the road, hear trucks pulling up, hear car doors, and once they hear that, they're gone, or they stick tight. They probably stick tight in here, and guys walk right by them. So keep that in mind, man. Your entryways, where you're coming in, where your wind is going when you're coming into your spots, man. You gotta keep that in mind, man. It can't blow to the bedding areas. It's got to go just off or just missed it, or you know what, like these gentlemen here, you got any west northwest wind, these gentlemen here have two markers on the tree 5 yards off the trail. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. But they're to me, just by these markers is telling me they're not, thinking about the wind or entryways or anything. Me, I'm walking all the way down here and cutting a mile, almost half a mile, and then back through the woods this way down in here to beat this wind. And it's what you got to do, man. But guys don't want to do it. Keep all that crap in mind, man. Alright, so I've walked all the way from the truck, all the way around this piece, all the way around this way, and now I'm coming in this way on top of the bedding. So the bedding's this way. I'm not worried about this bedding, because you got a guy that's screwing it up in here, and it's probably totally screwed up, but I want to see what's going on in here. just because these guys are in here, I'm kind of willing to bump it a little bit, but I'm gonna try to sneak in here real quiet, maybe. But it's good sign because there's a scrape right here, a small scrape. They're gonna use it. They're gonna use this bedding because they have alert and alarms all over the place. They hear you getting out of the truck. They hear you walking up. They smell you if it's the wrong wind, and it's why they and what it does, it's like a big bowl where the beds are, and it's real low compared to up in here. This is all real high ground with oaks and everything, and the more you go this way, it drops down, and it drops down all around the bedding. And what happens is it's like an eddy, all the scent just like going down a drain. It's like a big eddy. It's like pouring a if I poured water in this whole woods, it would all collect right there. So if that makes sense, it's like a giant eddy is where you're sent, and that's just why they bed there. They have a sight advantage, a hearing advantage, and scent advantage. It's great bedding area, but it's probably very, very touchy. Alright, this is where my observation stands. It's probably going to be right here, somewhere in here. I got a tree mark, but I don't know where it's over in here somewhere. But if you can see, this is where the oaks stop, and it starts dropping down, and off the road. The road is that way. It drops down too. And then the ditch is over here. It drops down, and then there's a little stream in there where all the water collects. Everything drops down. The bedding is right in there. It's like a big drain. All your scent goes like this right before dark. It goes almost into a drain, and that's why they bed there. Because they have, first off, the road. They have a hearing advantage, and the road, and they can hear you get out of the truck. Trucks stop, cars stop. They can probably hear you walking up the trail that I walked up on, and they have a wind advantage. It just all collects down in that like a big drain, like an eddy, right before dark, when they like to get up and move. And you can't get to them. It's almost bulletproof. So this is a great little bedding area, a great spot. I haven't sat here yet. I gotta wait for a southwest wind. So, but I'm actually going to push into the bedding area, see if I bump anything, and see if there's any hair in the bed. So stay tuned. I think these guys in here, they screwed this spot up anyway, so. This bedding's up in front of me, this way. I just spooked a doe out on a satellite bed, so. What you gonna do, man? Nice big rub there. Definitely using this area. These guys got them screwed up though. This is just the beginning of the bedding here, right on almost like the lawn, and there's water. That's why it's bedding here, because it's all drains down into this little area here, and it's just all your scent right before dark drains right in here like a big eddy. So, another thing is there's a creek that way, and it's the low spot, so they got the creek behind their back, the wind coming in them, and this low spot, you can't get to them. That's a bed right there. It hasn't been used, but it's a bed underneath that nastiness. It's a good bed. Satellite bed probably, but that's a pretty cool bed, man. And that's a scrape. That's a scrape right inside of bedding. This is one I would hunt. You'd have to have a perfect wind though, northwest wind. Be able to hunt this scrape. That's a good scrape too. It's a big one. Big scrape. Looking branch. It's real high too, and there's a bunch of them. So that's a good one. I'm gonna mark this. That's a pretty good one there. That's a good buck. Decent. Year after year. There's red scrapes right there. Right there. I'm in his bedroom, I believe. I just really think that these guys screwed this up. guy's up and north of me. I think he's, I don't know. I'll have to come in from this way and use it. He might be coming, using this area and going out that way instead of going out straight towards them. He's probably going out that way and coming around to the oaks, coming around and J-hooking the oaks on the other side of it. I almost guarantee that's what he's doing with these guys. These guys are hunting up in here, and this buck's bed right inside here. He's probably getting up, coming this way, right down this trail, and heading up, following the creek and heading right up towards the White Oaks. And that's what's going on in here. See, sometimes you gotta do this, man. You gotta see what's going on, and poke in here a little bit, especially if you find hunter sign. Because hunters can change